Hi. So it's been a while since I made a video. I've been pretty busy and pretty uninspired at the same time, probably from working too much. It just makes you not feel like doing anything. Anyway, a lot of times I'll go and I'll watch videos of really strong people doing things, and when you see someone, Eric Lillibridge or George Lehman or Brian Shaw or Zydrunas Savickas, someone all huge and massive and obviously powerful, you understand that they're just like the best and they're super big. But what's weird is when you see somebody who seems way too small to be able to do what they do. There's a video on YouTube of some little Asian guy around 155 pounds or something, and he bench presses like 410. He doesn't have a bench shirt on, and he doesn't arch his back super big and stick his belly way out and have his arms super wide and do a super tiny range of motion. I mean, he's like me. He's skinny. He's got long arms to his size. He has this big range of motion. He has total control, and you're just like, man, that's crazy. He's like a little guy. And then last night I saw that guy, his name on the channel is Pete Rubbish. I don't know what his real name is, but I was looking at old videos from like 4 years ago. He's bigger now. He looks more like a strength athlete. He's still small for the kind of weight he moves, but back then he really didn't look like anything special. You wouldn't think that much of him. You'd be like, yeah, he lifts weights, but you would be expecting like 400-pound squats and deadlifts, maybe 500 pounds, but he's like doing box squats with like 765. There's like 845s on each side, and you see him doing really big deadlifts and stuff. It's crazy. The stuff I'm doing for like partial movements, he's doing full range motion, and I don't see like that much more size on him than I have. He has a little bit more size, but not very much. And that just, you see something like that and you feel discouraged. You're like, what have I been doing this whole time? Why do I suck so bad? But I don't know. It's just weird. Like, some people, I don't know what they do differently, but they really find a way to dial it in, because it's so impressive what some people are capable of. I really don't have any point to this video or anything. I just sharing some of my personal frustrations. I'm sure lots of other people out there have a similar thing where you try to eat good and exercise good and train with intensity and intelligence. Give yourself the rest you need, the recovery time you need, but then really push it hard with a specific plan to try to maximize what you can do. And most of the time that yields pretty good results and you're pretty happy, especially the way it transfers into the real world, because real world stuff seems to be way easier than the weights are. Like moving tables and people and cars and stuff is just like a piece of cake. Like, you never need that much strength in real life most of the time. Like, if you're, I can think of exceptions to that, but most of the time I could get through my day-to-day life being half as strong pretty easy. But despite the fact that you're happy with what you've achieved and how much you've improved your capabilities, sometimes you watch these other videos of people who have just taken it to another level, and it's discouraging. You're just like, man, I suck at what I do. but not really. It's just it's a strange, weird reaction you have that maybe doesn't even make sense. But just throwing it out there in case maybe you feel stuff like that too, letting you know that it's kind of normal and that you should just use it as inspiration. Well, if he can handle that massive weight that way, then I should be able to handle these smaller challenges that seem so overwhelming a lot better than I am. So you can always turn it into a positive, and that's what I recommend you do. That's what I always try to do. Not that I always succeed, but that's what I'd like to do if I could really just be on point.